I want you to think about this. Allegedly, Sean Carter is responsible for enacting Hype Williams to put Aaliyah on a faulty plane to move her out the way as punishment for rejecting him, and so he could level up Beyonce, who was struggling. Let's just say allegedly that happened. Dr. Terry Lynn Carrington, who put together Beyonce's entire female band, which was Matthew Knowles' idea because he couldn't get Beyonce to stop people. Guess you didn't know your daughter well enough, because she just started all the girls. Impulse control issues? I don't know.
But I do see.
I got the right people behind me, but everybody can be bought. Sean Carter has been buying companies and stopping my projects for 15 years.
Oh, Mr. Diddy, aka Mr. Love. Now,
no, Sean Carter.
Jay. Okay. That's why it's Rock Nation. Hey.
I'm saying, Sean Carter, you're a piece of shit. Taking Pimp C wasn't bad enough.
Jaguar Wright has made several accusations against Beyonce, suggesting that she and Jay-Z are involved in dark magic and black magic. Wright claims that Beyonce has used hypnotism and drugs to manipulate people, recounting an incident where Beyonce allegedly took advantage of an unconscious woman. These claims have caused a stir, with Wright stating that the courts have not provided adequate protection to the alleged victims, advising them instead to stay away from Beyonce and seek employment elsewhere. Wright's narrative includes dramatic descriptions of Beyonce's alleged actions, like killing people's cats as part of her dark practices. Wright's mission to expose Beyonce and Jay-Z involves painting a picture of a sinister and controlling couple deeply entrenched in occult activities. She asserts that Beyonce's alter ego, Sasha Fierce, introduced years ago, is not merely a stage persona but a darker force that possesses Beyonce during her performances. Beyonce herself has talked about Sasha Fierce, saying that this alter ego takes over before big performances, making her feel like something else has entered her. Wright's depiction of Sasha Fierce aligns with her broader accusation of Beyonce's engagement in witchcraft and manipulation. In addition to Wright's claims, there have been past allegations that further this narrative. In 2018, for instance, Beyonce's former drummer, who played with her for 7 years, accused Beyonce of using extreme witchcraft and dark magic. The drummer claimed that Beyonce had tapped her phone, controlled her finances, and used witchcraft to keep her quiet after she left the band. These allegations led the drummer to file for a restraining order, although it was initially denied. Despite the lack of legal support, the drummer's accusations added fuel to the rumor of Beyonce's involvement in dark practices. Furthermore, YouTuber Storm Monroe has spoken extensively about Beyonce's alleged involvement in African witchcraft, suggesting that she is a high-ranking witch. Monroe posts that Beyonce is deeply engaged in African spirituality, possibly as a daughter of deities like Ocean or Yemaya, which makes her a significant figure within these spiritual practices. Monroe's assertions align with long-standing rumors about Beyonce's spiritual activities and contribute to the image of her as a powerful and potentially dangerous figure within the entertainment industry. Monroe compares Beyonce to other high-ranking figures in the industry, such as Madonna, who's known for her Kabbalah practices. According to Monroe, the entertainment industry is filled with such influential figures, all engaging in various forms of spirituality and occult practices to maintain their power and influence. Monroe believes that these kinds of accusations are not new, as many people have previously come forward with similar claims about Beyonce's dark activities. These stories, whether believed or not, create a complex and controversial narrative about Beyonce and her alleged practices. Rumors about Beyonce's sexuality have persisted for years, with recent claims by Jaguar Wright adding more intensity to these speculations. Wright asserts that Beyonce has had relationships with women dating back to her Disney child days. According to Wright, Beyonce's parents, Matthew and Tina Knowles, pushed her to marry Jay-Z quickly to conceal her relationships with women. Wright is suggesting that Beyonce's marriage to Jay-Z was more about managing public perception than genuine romance. The speculation about Beyonce's bisexuality has also been fueled by her music, particularly her Renaissance album, which many fans believe is a tribute to the LGBTQ community and possibly a reflection of her own sexual identity. This album, dedicated to her late Uncle Johnny, who passed away from HIV, includes collaborations with queer artists and themes that resonate strongly with the LGBTQ+ audience. Fans have noted the album's deep dive into themes of freedom, self-expression, and celebration of diversity, which some interpret as Beyoncé's way of embracing and possibly hinting at her own bisexuality. Reports over the years have surfaced about Beyoncé's interactions with women, adding to the speculation. For instance, she was reportedly seen enjoying a burlesque show with 3 girlfriends in New York City in 2007, engaging enthusiastically with the performance, which involved risque acts between female performers. An eyewitness reported that Beyoncé was fully engaged, cheering as 2 performers got naked and licked each other's feet, and stayed at the venue until early hours. This incident fueled ongoing rumors about her interest in women. Further adding to the narrative, Beyoncé has been spotted incorporating bisexual lighting in her performances and magazine covers using purple, pink, and blue hues, colors tied to bisexual pride. Fans have pointed out her use of these colors as early as 2003 and 2013 on Complex magazine covers and during performances, suggesting a long-standing subtle embrace of bisexual symbolism. The Renaissance album contains lyrics that have fans buzzing about possible references to her bisexuality. In the track Thick, Beyoncé includes lines that seem to describe a romantic encounter with a woman, and in Summer Renaissance, she uses lyrics that were interpreted by fans as a personal revelation. For instance, she sings, "Now the sweet stuff. Come let me eat you," which some fans believe hints at her romantic interest beyond her marriage to Jay-Z. Jaguar Wright, known for spilling industry secrets, claims to have credible information about Beyoncé's bisexuality. Wright was suggesting that Beyoncé was involved romantically with Emily, an artist she collaborated with early in her career, and that this relationship, among others, was a catalyst for her parents pushing for a marriage to Jay-Z in the first place. Emily has made claims about romantic advances from Beyoncé in interviews, although these interviews have mysteriously vanished from the internet, leading to speculations that Emily was blacklisted from Hollywood because of them. Further rumors involve other women in the industry, such as Rita Ora and Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga, who collaborated with Beyoncé on the hit song Telephone, casually mentioned in an interview that they were both into women, which some took as more personal confession rather than an expression of support for women. Rita Ora has also been rumored to have had a relationship with Beyoncé, and although she faced backlash for being insensitive to the LGBTQ+ community with the song Girls, the rumors have persisted. Beyoncé's Renaissance album, her collaborations with queer artists, and the bisexual lighting she uses in her performances all contribute to the ongoing speculation about her sexuality. Fans are left to wonder if the album is not only a tribute to the LGBTQ+ community, but also a personal exploration and celebration of her own identity. As these rumors swirl and they add another layer of intrigue to Beyoncé's already complex and multifaceted public persona. Jaguar Wright has been vocal about her allegations against Beyonce and Jay-Z, asserting that they are deeply involved in dark magic and witchcraft. Wright's claims are startling, suggesting that Beyonce uses hypnotism and drugs to control people, citing an incident where Beyonce allegedly took advantage of an unconscious woman. These accusations have gained traction, partly because Wright claims that legal systems have failed to protect the victims, merely advising them to stay away from Beyonce and find other employment. This narrative portrays Beyonce and Jay-Z as manipulative figures who wield their power to silence and control those around them. Adding credibility to Wright's claims, there have been past accusations that align with her narrative. In 2018, Kimberly Thompson, Beyonce's former drummer of 7 years, made headlines by accusing Beyonce of using extreme witchcraft. Thompson alleged that Beyonce tapped her phone, controlled her finances, and used dark magic to maintain control over her. Thompson was so convinced of Beyonce's malevolent influence that she sought a restraining order, which was initially denied. These claims, despite their controversial nature, add to the growing list of accusations against Beyonce involving dark practices. Popular YouTuber Storm Monroe has also contributed to this discourse, discussing Beyonce's alleged involvement in African witchcraft. Monroe posits that Beyonce is a high-ranking witch within African spirituality, possibly a daughter of the deities of Ocean, or Yemaya. This spiritual status, according to Monroe, gives her significant influence and power within these practices. Monroe's assertions are supported by rumors that have circulated for years about Beyoncé's engagement in various forms of spirituality and occult practices. Monroe draws comparisons between Beyoncé and other high-ranking figures in the entertainment industry, such as Madonna, who is known for her Kabbalah practices. He argues that the entertainment industry is filled with influential figures who engage in spiritual and occult practices to maintain their power and influence. Monroe believes that Beyoncé's alleged activities are not unique, but part of a broader pattern within the industry. These accusations extend to Beyoncé's alter ego, Sasha Fierce, which she introduced years ago. Beyoncé has described Sasha as a persona that takes over during performances, making her feel possessed by a different entity. Wright and others have claimed and interpreted that this alter ego is a manifestation of Beyoncé's involvement in darker practices. They argue that Sasha Fierce represents more than just a stage persona, but a deeper, more sinister influence over Beyoncé. Furthermore, Wright has pointed out that despite numerous allegations, the legal system seems reluctant to act against Beyoncé. She claims that victims are often left without adequate protection, merely advised to avoid Beyoncé and find other work. This perceived lack of legal intervention reinforces the idea that Beyoncé and Jay-Z wield significant influence capable of manipulating legal outcomes and maintaining control over their public image. In addition to Wright's claims, other industry insiders have hinted at Beyoncé's involvement in darker practices. Stories circulate about her alleged use of witchcraft to control and silence those around her, further supported by the mysterious death of Kathy White, an alleged mistress of Jay-Z. Journalist Liz Crokin, who's investigated White's story, has suggested that White's sudden death was suspicious and possibly linked to attempts to keep her quiet about her relationship with Jay-Z. These stories contribute to a broader narrative of control and manipulation within Beyoncé and Jay-Z's sphere of influence. These accusations, whether believed or not, paint a complex and controversial picture of Beyoncé and Jay-Z. They are portrayed not just as powerful figures in the entertainment industry, but as individuals who allegedly engage in dark practices to maintain their power and control. The rumors and allegations about their involvement in witchcraft and spiritual practices create a mystique around their public personas, adding to the intrigue and speculation that surrounds their lives and careers. Speculations on Beyoncé's future have been rampant, particularly given the turbulent narratives around her persona and professional life. One of the most persistent rumors involves a possible split from Jay-Z. Their marriage, once heralded as the ultimate power couple union, was faced intense scrutiny due to Jay-Z's alleged infidelities in connection to controversial figures like Diddy. Recent developments, such as Beyoncé's reported meetings with divorce attorneys and her increasing distance from Jay-Z, suggest that a separation might be imminent. Insiders claim that Beyoncé has been leading a separate life for some time, growing weary of Jay-Z's behavior and possibly preparing to move on independently. Amidst these divorce rumors, there's also speculation about Beyoncé's personal life post-divorce, particularly concerning her sexuality. Allegations of her bisexuality have been swirling for years, and recent claims by Jaguar Wright have only intensified these discussions. Wright alleges that Beyoncé had relationships with women during her Destiny's Child days, and that her marriage to Jay-Z was a strategic move to mask her true sexual orientation. If Beyoncé does divorce Jay-Z, some believe she might openly explore relationships with women, potentially reshaping her public image and personal narrative. Beyoncé's Renaissance album, dedicated to the LGBTQ+ community and her late Uncle Johnny, has fueled speculation about her own sexual identity. The album's themes of self-expression and freedom resonate with many fans who see it as Beyoncé embracing and celebrating her bisexuality. Collaborations with queer artists and use of bisexual lighting in her performances further support these interpretations. If Beyoncé chooses to come out as bisexual to the public, it would be a significant and influential movement for the LGBTQ+ community, further cementing her status as an icon of inclusivity and acceptance. Professionally, a potential split from Jay-Z could lead to new directions for Beyoncé's career. Without the constraints of managing a public image tied to her marriage, she might explore more daring and personal projects. Her music and performances could delve deeper into themes of empowerment, identity, and freedom, reflecting her personal journey. Fans speculate that Beyoncé might continue to champion LGBTQ+ rights and other social justice causes, using her platform to advocate for change and inspire her audience. Moreover, a divorce from Jay-Z would undoubtedly involve significant legal and financial proceedings given their status as billionaires and their shared business ventures. The division of assets and custody arrangements for their 3 children would be closely watched by the public and the media. How Beyonce navigates this process could set new precedents for high-profile divorces and influence how other celebrities manage their separations. In addition to these personal and professional speculations, there are ongoing rumors about Beyonce's involvement in dark practices and witchcraft, as alleged by Jaguar Wright and others. These allegations, while controversial and unproven, add another layer of complexity to Beyonce's future. If these claims continue to gain traction, they could impact her public image and how she's perceived by fans and the media. In summary, the speculations surrounding Beyonce's future are multifaceted, involving potential changes in her personal life, professional trajectory, and public image. Whether she divorces Jay-Z, explores her bisexuality more openly, or continues to champion social causes, Beyonce's next steps will undoubtedly be closely watched and highly influential. As she navigates these potential changes, her actions and decisions will shape not only your own narrative, but also the broader cultural conversations about her identity, empowerment, and authenticity. The stories surrounding Beyonce are complex and filled with wild allegations, from claims of dark magic to whispers about her sexuality. The narratives are both intriguing and controversial. Fans and observers are left wondering about the truth behind these stories and what the future holds for Beyonce, both professionally and personally. The ongoing speculations has led to varied reactions from fans. Some believe in authenticity of these rumors, while others are skeptical. As more details emerge, the debate continues, with the public eagerly watching Beyonce's next moves.